For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus program. My name is Paul Dingeman. Glad you are along in this early part of January. Lots of things are happening in Marine City and St. Clair, and we're going to tell you about it today. Let's begin with a friend from Holy Cross Catholic School down in Marine City. Carrie Johnson, welcome to the Focus set. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Thank you for your patience. We were having some technical difficulties with broken wires and things along those lines to get this program underway, but we wanted to bring you in because there's something big and special coming to Holy Cross on January, what's the date?
21st.
January 21st, and we thought the public better know about it. What's happening?
Yes, actually, Holy Cross Catholic School is hosting their 28th annual auction.
28th?
Yes, this
Wow.
will be the 28th year. And it is a theme of celebrating camp. At our school, every January, the middle school students go up to Camp Wolverine for a week, and so we figured that kind of integrating that within the auction would be a good theme.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's great. The kids love it.
What are the kids doing there at camp?
They learn survival skills, archery, tubing, snow skiing,
Oh, that's fun.
snowshoeing. Yeah, it's a great time.
And team building?
Team building, collaboration, communication. Yeah, it's nice to see them in a different environment.
Yeah.
Yes.
You brought along some pictures, and if Gerald will throw them up on the back here, we'll talk about the invitation. That's the big invitation. The 2017 annual auction, a celebration of camp. All right, and then what do we have next? Oh, go ahead.
What's going to happen is actually the auction will start at 6:30, and at 6:30, what will happen is what we're going to call a strolling dinner. And they're going to be featuring different camp cuisine from local venues such as the Riviera restaurant, the Murphy Inn, Ackett's Soups, which are all made from scratch.
Yep, they're great.
Yes, and so people will be able to kind of stroll around, have dinner. That's from 6:30 until 8. And we'll also have an open bar and different desserts as well.
And where is it being held? We didn't mention that.
It is being held at Holy Cross School, which is at 618 South Water Street in Marine City, and it will be in our activity center of Holy Cross School.
The gym, the activity
Yes,
center.
yes.
And that's where they always have that fantastic harvest dinner.
Yes, you are correct. Our harvest dinner, yes.
I think they serve 1,000 meals that time, so that day. So.
Yeah.
So you're going to have food, you're going to have beverages available, and you've got some entertainment too.
Yes, we do. A man named Jimmy DeHeno, he's a musician.
Yep, he's well known around, and he does a great job. Jimmy's played here.
Oh, really?
I've had him on during different promotions, and he's a local guy, and he's really great.
Yeah, so he will be providing the music for the evening.
Okay, and what's our next picture? Okay, that's oh my God! You're gonna have some giveaways and auction items.
Yes, actually, we have several different auction items. First of all, there's going to be a dessert auction. And
I'll
yeah,
be there.
because the Holy Cross families like to make desserts. But it's where the guests can enter kind of a blind bid to have first pick at the dessert that they choose. There's going to be different desserts such as campfire cake, tiramisu, chocolate ganache, cheesecakes, and other specialty desserts.
Wow. I'm salivating here. This is good stuff.
And usually what the families do is they take that dessert and then they take it back to their table, and all the people at their table just usually dig in right there.
Okay.
Also, the other auction, we will have a silent auction, which actually there's so many different items that includes something for everyone. There's close to 100 different items, and the bids would start as low as $5 all the way up to $50. And I think the most popular thing of the night is the live auction, and that starts at 9 o'clock. And the different things includes a AAA travel certificate with a value of $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah. A Disney park hopper passes,
Wow.
an iPad, an overnight stay at the Blue Water Inn, and brunch at the River Crab, and much more. And then the other
The Blue
thing-
Water Inn is a surprise. You
Yeah.
drive by it all the time, and you just think it's just a little motel. But they went in there extensively about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and completely remodeled it, and it's gorgeous on the inside.
I heard that it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a rookie year signed Dylan Larkin Red Wing jersey that will be raffled. They're going to use a deck of cards, so it's limited to 52 chances.
Okay, that's good odds.
Yeah. And the other raffles, part of the auction, we asked the families to participate, and what each family has done is donated a basket, and the value of these baskets are $80 or more, and they're kind of camp-themed baskets because the whole theme this year is celebration of camp. Some came in the form of a fire pit is the actual basket, with different campfire fixings like s'mores and such. There's also theater baskets. There's other baskets with hunting and fishing gear. Also included is a raffle that has a script tree, and it's loaded with different gift cards valued at $200. And then there's a money train filled with Michigan lottery tickets. And
Oh, I like
obviously,
that.
the value there is unknown.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
so there's a lot of wonderful things that have been donated, and we're ready to raffle off.
What's this picture here?
Well, these are some of the kids at camp, up at Camp Wolverine in Indian
you
River.
take in the winter. You don't make
Yes,
a nice
we go.
summer.
Yeah, we go in the winter.
Oh.
Yes, we go in the winter, and we go for 5 days straight, Monday through Friday. And actually, this is the 23rd year that the kids have been going up to Camp Wolverine.
Wow.
So it's a long-running tradition, and the kids thoroughly enjoy it. So that was a picture of actually the 7th grade this year. So they were in 6th grade last year.
I was going to say, what grade goes, and do they go once or only once, or can they go
No,
a couple
actually,
times?
it's open to grades 5 through 8.
Okay, every year.
Every single year. Yep.
So I can go multiple times.
You could.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and it's always the last week in January. And we have a ton of chaperones that go. Some teachers go. I go. We have our Mrs. Wade, she pretty much oversees all of it. She does a wonderful job. So.
Okay. Now that doesn't look like camp.
No, actually, that's in our classrooms. And from the money that we had last year from the auction that was donated to the auction, we were able to purchase Chromebooks for
Right.
every single student in our building
Every
with the
building, every
money
student.
from the auction. And so that was a huge success for us. So now every single child in our building has a Chromebook.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And then the programs on the Chromebook, does the school provide, or do you?
Well, basically, the kids use like Google Docs.
Okay.
Yeah, and Google Slides and things like that. And obviously today with the technology and things like that, they have so many resources right
Yeah.
at their fingertips.
Right.
So.
Okay. And the next slide. Hello. There we go. All right. That's where they're working with a pen and paper there now.
Yes, they are. It looks like that they are drawing out some map of some sort. I think this might have something to do with social studies. Obviously, they're using the Chromebook as a reference. We have a lot of projects in our school that we like to implement as far as independent studies.
Good.
Allowing the kids to choose what it is that they would like to learn about that can benefit them in their future. And so obviously, with the use of the Chromebook can help them kind of explore different avenues.
What's the student population now? Round figure.
Around 80, 85.
Okay. All right. Great environment for. It's almost
wonderful.
like family.
It is. It
Okay.
is. It's a family unit.
Okay. Next. And okay. This is there's more of the invitation.
Yep. And the tickets.
$30. That's not bad for a
No,
nice evening
no.
like that.
Well, no,
But
you
then you get the opportunity to bid. So
Right.
bring more money with you.
Yes, that's right. And the tickets are $30. You can purchase those at the school or call the number there, 765-3591. And also, tickets are available to accommodate groups of 8 or 10, so you can have your own table. So that's nice.
And I like the bottom of the line there. Camp casual
Yes,
attire.
that's great, isn't it?
That's a great idea. What is camp casual?
Well, jeans,
Jeans, ski clothes?
flannels, Yes.
All right. Do we have any more slides there? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Look at that one.
Yeah, promoting.
All right. And any more? I think that's it. Then we're back. Well, you are an ELA teacher
I
in
am.
the 6th grade,
Grades 5 through 8.
5 through 8.
I'm the 8th grade homeroom teacher.
Okay. Wow. You are a busy woman.
I am.
and the kids are getting a different kind of an education, a small family kind of an atmosphere, and
Yes.
it's really unique.
Yes, and you know, it's faith-based,
Right.
obviously. All the students know one another on kind of a more personal level. The teachers also know the kids better because obviously we can spend more time with them. And being that the camp, I think once we hit this time in the school year, the kids are ready for camp. I mean, even if you ask kids from years and years ago, what was your favorite part of Holy Cross? I can guarantee one of the things they're going to say is camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The event, a celebration of camp, strolling dinner, 6:30 to 8, and great food, akit soup. Just
Wonderful.
A wonderful icy winter day. You just love that akit soup from scratch, and some great opportunities to win some great stuff.
Yeah, and at 9 o'clock, the live auction would start. And, you know, I think that this auction also, it gives the opportunity for different parents or people in the community to come together to socialize, enjoy themselves, get to know each other, and kind of, you know, become part of the Holy Cross family.
Okay.
So,
I think you're sold.
thank you. Thank you.
We're going to jump from, you're over here. We're going to jump from the Holy Cross auction to the St. Clair Boat Harbor, and we'll do that in just a second. We're back, and we're back with beautiful sweatshirts, and they are from a place that you know. It's called the St. Clair Boat Harbor. Why do I have a sweatshirt, and why do I have something about St. Clair Boat Harbor? Because the harbor master, Katie Stepp, is here. Nice to see you, Katie. Welcome back to the Focus Set. It's always a pleasure to have you, and I know you just love doing these interviews.
I do.
We're glad you're here. You're here for a couple reasons.
Yes.
There's going to be the Polar Plunge is February the 19th.
Yes.
And that is for Special Olympics and a great project. Well, tell me about other years that it's been here.
Well, this is only will be my second year seeing them, you know, behind the scenes doing this. But they all work really hard to raise money, and it all goes to the Special Olympics for Michigan, for the athletes, so that they can do these great programs. So it all stays within Michigan, and it's nice.
But they had a couple hundred participants, didn't they, when they were here?
Yeah, and it's really fun to watch it because they do this parade and they all dress in costumes, and then you get to see them jump into ice water, which
And they started
nice.
the Voyager and walk over.
They do. They do a parade from the Voyager, registration to the Voyager at 2 o'clock, and then at 1 o'clock, and then they do the parade down to the harbor. They jump in at 2, and then they go back for an award ceremony at the Voyager.
Okay, we made some contact, both you and I made some contact with the people from Special Olympics, and hopefully we'll have somebody here in a week or so to tell the audience about more about that specific event.
Okay.
But you're here to talk about the St. Clair Boat Harbor, the Charles F. Moore, am I right?
Yes.
Boat Harbor, and what a great year you had last year, and what's going to happen this coming year.
Well, hopefully we're just as busy, if not busier. We were one of the busiest harbors in the state, so that's great for us, and it's great for all the businesses in town, which is why I'm here today. I'm looking for some of the businesses to contribute to a welcome bag that we're doing. We started it, brought it back to life last year, and our guests that come in from out of town just love it. And it's a way for them to see what we're offering in our town. So it's a great way for you to showcase your business. You could put anything you want in there. You could do, you know, keychains. There's little koozies. There's menus, flyers, whatever you think would.
Oh, Farm Bureau insurance on this one?
Yeah.
What do you got here?
These are some of the ones that we offer for our seasonal boaters this year. Some little perks for our boaters that stay with us for the full season. So we really have two different options for you. You can contribute to a welcome bag that's just for our local boaters that stay with us all season long, which is about 100 or so. And then you can also contribute to our transient boaters that we call, that come in for just a few nights at a time throughout the summer.
So it's like the old welcome wagon kind of a thing, except this is for the people on their boats.
Yeah, it's all local. We can shuttle to your business so we can get them to you. You just have to let them know about your business.
Speaking of shuttles, you have a new van.
We do.
Which has advertising on it. How does that work?
It's something I started last year just to, again, we're trying to help some of the businesses to get their word out, and then it also helps us offset some of the costs there. We like to provide the service, and it is free, so it's nice to have some support in that way. And I was surprised how many businesses did want to do it. Again, these shirts were another thing we had started last year. We had 2 businesses that wanted to go on to our staff shirts. The staff run around 24 hours a day and advertise your business for you, so that's nice.
Okay, this one has Murphy Inn on the sleeve, and St. Boat Harbor on the back, and or on the front. On the back is War Water, which is down in the mall, which is a brewer, a custom craft brewer, and those are nice warm sweaters that you need in some summer nights too, don't you?
Yeah, surprisingly we do wear them a lot. It's nice to have the staff get some uniforms, and we provide them for them, so it's nice.
You said, and I'm surprised at that. I'm pleased, but surprised that you are one of the busiest boat harbors. Why would that be? I mean, we got beautiful places.
I think we're
I thought maybe a
yeah.
Traverse City or
Yeah, we're really
someplace
in a great spot. You know, we're not too far to day trip from Detroit.
Okay.
And I think that helps from, where the larger amount of the population in the Metro Detroit area where they're going. It's kind of a distance to go up to, even to Lexington or to Traverse City or on to Mackinac and those kind of places. But so for us, it's a good weekend trip.
And you seem to get a lot of clubs.
We do. We have a club that comes almost every weekend, and some of them take the entire harbor. The available transient slips. We're a 50-50 harbor, so 50% of our slips are transient.
So people from Monroe and Detroit and Ecorse and those kind of places, maybe they're in a group of boaters that get together all the time, but they like to go places.
They do.
We're not too far.
No, and it's like I said, it's a pretty easy trip to do on your boat, especially with gas and all that. It's just a nice option just to come to here. And we're a good halfway point, I think, between Lake Huron and Lake St. Clair, so that's why our seasonal boaters like it, I think.
The other thing you offer is kayaking.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
We have kayaks and
canoes.
canoes. Yep, you can trip up the Pine River, which is actually very beautiful. We started offering paddle boarding last year through Happy Dog Yoga Studios and yoga and some other options. So when you come to stay with us, we're giving you some things to do, which is nice.
But the general public can go there and do the,
Yep.
the
It's
kayak.
$10 an hour. You can go for 1 hour or for the full day if you'd like.
And then there was camping?
We have 9 campsites. You can do RV or tent. They have electric and water, and we started the pump outs for them, or the dump station we added in last year, so you can also use that.
And wasn't there a big push by some volunteers for the Restore a Fish Station?
Yes, they did. The angler outfitters helped a lot, and Lake St. Clair Walleye Association was a huge help in starting the fundraiser on their own for that. Nobody had asked them to do that, and they raised a lot of money to help restore that fish cleaning station. And it looks great, it works great, so we can get a few more years out of it.
Okay. And then there's the Marble Eye Tournament, which is really the first tournament of the season.
Yeah.
Do you have a date on that one yet?
They do have a posted date. I can't think of it offhand. I want to say
Early.
around May 20th, May 19th,
in
somewhere in there.
late April, early May, I know.
Yeah. And that would be their 16th year coming for that.
Former deceased Fire Chief Bill Boda got that started, and he was a great man, and he loved that weekend, and that weekend continues with the fishing.
Yeah, I stayed there a lot during that just to kind of watch, and it was really fun. And the show they put on afterwards with the awards and all that they have a good turnout, and it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Come check it out.
Well, you've been harbor master for 2 seasons now.
Yes.
And this will be your 3rd?
Well, I came in August 15, so about a year and a half.
Year and a half. Well, you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Katie Stepp, you did a great. You should be on every week. You shouldn't worry about being on TV. You did a great job. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingelman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.